I don't know if there's anything wrong with the libertarian philosophy, right? The idea of being either philosophically anarcho-capitalist, like right-wing anarchist, libertarianism in that direction. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think if you want to go live your life like, you know, Yarvin's clear pill or Junger's anarch or an agorist philosophy, and you want to separate from the system and you want to go just be an anarchist or live your life as a libertarian, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I think that's beautiful. It's when you're trying to involve yourself in the in the political world that I think there's a huge issue, because I don't believe you can, quote unquote, be a libertarian and also participate in politics if your goal is to actually achieve something in politics. That's where I feel like that is a huge blind spot when it comes to the LP. It's you're going to go in there with this ideological flamethrower trying to burn down the dragon. And that just doesn't work in politics. Or, I mean, it could. And then if it were to be successful, if you were to actually literally burn the dragon down, well, now you've inherited all the power if you're successful, which you're not going to be. But if you were, theoretically, now what do you do with it? Now you have all these libertarian principles. How are you going to govern? You're just going to destroy the whole thing? Well, cool. Well, that's not very libertarian, because that's going to affect a lot of people's lives. There's a lot of externalities and consequences to just ending stuff. But I mean, if you're willing to accept that and do it, okay, I would call you probably more of an accelerationist than a libertarian at that point, which I'm also fucking fine with. You know, I just don't think you can adhere to principles and play this game at the same time. And I'm not advocating anybody should. It's just be very careful with what you're going to do in the political realm, because it's big boy game, right? It's not this kind of thing where you can just go in there like a loser brigade person and think you're going to have any impact. They're going to chew you up and spit you out. So, you know, I don't know if, you know, Dave were to be successful and he were to become president and he were to end the Fed. Cool. I think that would be awesome. I would vote for that tomorrow. Now, what are you going to do after that? What are you going to do with the pushback? What are you going to do when they come at you with, you know, a huge amount of left-wing violence and actual politics? Because if you're somebody like, and I don't know Dave personally, I think you do, he's like a really good dude, like a really honest, caring, genuine human being. Well, how are you going to be that and the political guy at the same time? You know, you're almost defeating your own purpose and assuming or conceding the fact that you're never going to win just for the message. Well, then what is the message for? It can't be for accomplishing anything. It can only be for getting you attention, right? There's a huge blind spot there, in my opinion.